It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape, Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds, with a reach of 81 inches.
You've got power, you've got size. It's like somebody blocked the sun out. Then you've got someone that's shorter, that's lighter, that's smaller. They've got to move, they've got to use their speed. Depend on their boxing skills. If you can do that, if you can outbox them, you can beat anybody that's in front of you. Got to be smart, got to be sharp.
The Brown Bomber Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport. Riddick Big Daddy Bowe, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the most intimidating specimens in the division.
That is true confidence going with somebody so heavy.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
So we've seen their stats, we've seen their history, we've seen the walk, we've seen the crowd. Now, all what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That left counterpunch will score. Nice punch. Through the hook, didn't land. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up. Body in it. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. And there's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
There's a counter shot. Good counter punching for both these athletes. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got out of the way of that right hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you and push his own weight on him.
Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missed him with that uppercut. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavy. Looks like, oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Perfect game plan.
Joe Louis in trouble. Maybe he should hold on, but that's not in his DNA. And he misses with that jab. Just missed with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. The final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Go out there and finish it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let them pass it.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. There's the bell for round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
These men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Misses with the right uppercut.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Good punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. It's so important now in this first minute of this next round to get on top of it.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That's another scoring shot. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice shot with the left. Nice job landing that left counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Just keep on top of him. Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be straight. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. So just count. And every time you see him, take a big, deep breath. Bang him down beautiful. That's it. Start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. It's like a game of joust. Joe Louis in trouble. Is this big opportunity to finish the fight slipping him by? Looks like they've shaken it off. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump forward. Body and head. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Round 7, here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That counter shot lands. Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Yeah, I like that round. Did that feel good? Good man. Keep doing what you're doing. You get to a pure and you'll start time.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell for round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. That left counter was perfectly timed. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
There's a scoring blow. Beautiful counter punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He just misses with that jab. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 9. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Not a lot of defense here at all. And he misses with the left uppercut. Left counter scores. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Good counter punching. Fantastic punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers. The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got right. Brush it off, get on with the job.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. It's round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does that, I'll be very, very surprised.
right punch. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Still swinging with nothing left. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This is a high-octane battle. Got out of the way of that right hook. They are giving us a high tempo, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Great work. Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Right uppercut can't find a home. Why aren't they defending? These two are the perfect dance partners. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. And a counter left. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Might want to back out of the pocket. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. And every time you see him take a big deep breath, bang him down beautiful. That's it. Start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell for round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can they figure out the combination to this safe? That's a scoring left hand. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
That punch scores. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Not much time left in the round. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.